Welcome. I'm doing lesson 93 from A Course in Miracles, and it's light and joy and peace abide in me. And the reason I wanted to do this lesson is because it has brought me into joy and happiness, and I want to share that with you. That's basically it. So let's dive in. So you think you're the home of evil, darkness, and sin. However you look at that, you think if anyone could see the truth about you, he would be repelled, recoiling from you as if from a poisonous snake. Right? You think that if what is true about you were revealed to you, you would be struck with horror so intense that you would rush to death by your own hand, living on after seeing this being impossible. Wow. These are beliefs so firmly fixed that it's difficult to help you see they're based on nothing. This is nothing. It's a nothing mechanism that's going on in your mind that says all this stuff. You've made mistakes. Yeah, that's obvious. You've made some mistakes. True. You have sought salvation in very strange ways. Absolutely. You've been deceived. You are deceiving and afraid of foolish fantasies and savage dreams, right? You have bowed down to idols that are made of dust. All this is true by what you now believe. So today we question this. Yeah, we're going to just question it. Like, is that possible? Why am I continuing to do that? Making up a separate state of reality and then thinking it's true and thinking that I want it. Well, that's what human beings do. So nothing wrong. It's just how it is. And I'm not making it wrong. I'm just saying that's how it is. Okay. So today we're going to question it, not from the point of view of what you think, but from a very different reference point. And that is from, where such idle thoughts are meaningless. So these idle thoughts are meaningless. Lesson 10, lesson 1, nothing I see means anything, but my thoughts don't mean anything. That's the key, is that what you see is a reflection of your thoughts. So the thoughts don't mean anything. So what you see is perception based on a false idea. Okay, and that false idea is that you could be separate and that you're something wrong with you. Okay, now, these thoughts are not according to God's will. They're weird beliefs that he doesn't share with you. They're weird. They don't mean anything. They don't bring you joy. They just deny the truth. So they're weird. It says you're very weird. This is enough to prove that they're wrong, but you do not perceive that this is so. You're still caught. Each of us here on planet Earth is still caught in our perception, right? Unless you're a completely awakened master, which you could be. Totally great if you are. Thank you. Glad you're here. But the truth is that you're not, God doesn't share those idle thoughts with you. He doesn't share any of your dream with you because he didn't make it. Created love. He created you as light and joy and peace. And that's what really abides in you. And that's what this lesson will teach you if you embrace it. It's up to you. Totally free will here. I'm not telling you what to believe. I'm asking you to see for yourself what you would like to believe. Wouldn't you like to know there's a way out of that little small suffering part of you that isn't true? And I don't know if it makes sense to you to call it God that has saved you from that. You may be still upset with God, or you still may be upset with your religious upbringing. I don't know. I'm not giving you, I'm just asking you to see it. Look for where you are in this. There's nothing wrong with you, though. There's nothing wrong. You are created in love by love. And that's the message of the Course in Miracles, is that you were created by love, in love. That's what you are. You're whole and complete. You are the perfect Holy Son of God himself, complete and healed and whole, shining in the reflection of his love. Okay, so you're shining the reflection of God's love because that's all there is. You have already been saved from this nightmare of separation. That's why I keep teaching this, because when I do, I experience the truth of it, the perfection of it, the harmony of it, the beauty of it, of this message. It's not just a message, it's an experience of wholeness. And I want you to have that if you want it. So why would you not be overjoyed to be assured that all the evil you think you did was never done? and that all your sins are nothing, that you're pure, you're holy, you're complete as you were created, and that light and joy and peace abide in you. Why would you not want to know that that's true? I hope you do, because I think it will really release the old suffering yourself that you made up. It's just an image of you. It's not true, right? And you cannot withstand, that image cannot withstand the will of God, which is to bring you home into the wholeness. That's what I want for you. That's why I keep doing this. That's why I keep teaching. I want this for you. I want you to recognize that it says you think that this is death, but it's actually life. You think I'm bringing you into death. I'm actually bringing you into life eternal, but you're scared of it. So you think I'm actually trying to kill you. I'm actually trying to free you. And what it will do is bring you into fear, because sometimes it'll bring you into fear because you're resisting so much. The fear of the love of God is the last obstacle to peace. And sometimes that, often, always probably, we are afraid of the love of God because it means that everything we thought we made up about ourselves was never true. And it's such a different experience. It's like you get to be put on a different planet, different timeline, a different state of mind, a state of being that is not of this world. It's not of this world, right? My kingdom is not of this world. And you have to dig in deep to find it. Why? Because you are the whole complete self. And there's nothing missing, nothing wrong with you. Okay. So the self you made is not the Son of God. Therefore, this self does not exist at all. It doesn't exist. That's scary. To the you that you made up? Totally. Listen anyway. And anything it seems to do and think mean nothing. Nothing I see means anything. Same lesson over and over and over, right? Lesson 1 or lesson 10. My thoughts don't mean anything. So same thing. It's neither bad nor good. It's unreal. Nothing more than that. It does not battle with the Son of God. If you're in a battle with yourself, please stop if you can. You don't have to improve yourself. You don't have to make yourself better. You don't have to create a different version of yourself. You don't have to fix anything about you. You don't have to do that. And I believe me, when I heard that and discovered it for myself, someone said that to me and I went, really? I don't have to fix this? I thought I had to fix my partner, that I was working out my stuff with. I went, oh, I don't have to do that? What am I doing here for then? What's it all for? And it was like weird. I felt this sense of blank. Oh, because that part of me was so hell-bent on fixing people, including myself. It was so enamored with the idea of being a healer or a savior. And it was trying to do it from the place of separation, which never works. And it was trying to fix people. And I was like, holy crap, what have I done? And it took me a moment to let it go. Constant practice for, I don't know, a while. I don't like to put time on anything because it doesn't mean anything that it took time. That's what time is for, by the way, is the undoing of your thought system. That's why you have put time there between cause and effect. You've put time there. The cause and the effect are actually simultaneous. But you don't experience it that way because you're afraid of that. You're afraid of that power, that what you say goes, that what you determine for yourself is already given. That scares you. And even if you study law of attraction, it still scares you, or you would have everything that you want, or you'd be the thing that you're looking for, which is the whole self, the state of peace, the state of happiness, joy, wonder, right? That's actually what you already have, but you don't see that because it's scary. It does not hurt him. It does not attack his peace. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything. It has not changed creation because you can't. I'm sorry, you do not have that power to change creation. It's already whole and complete and in total harmony. It's working perfectly without your thought about it. And your part is included. Your part's important to it. But your part as a being and as teacher of Course in Miracles is to undo the blocks to the awareness of love's presence, period. That's all that you're here to do. And that's just a practice. It's already been done. It's already been accomplished for you. That's the good news, isn't it? I hope so. It was for me. I was like, oh, I don't even have to have the willingness to do it. The Holy Spirit gives me the willingness when I'm unwilling. Believe me, there are days where I am unwilling. Right? So, what power can this self you made possess if it would contradict the will of God? Does it really have power? Do you want it to have power? Maybe you do. It's okay if you do. But your sinlessness and your real eternal authority is God, right? The light and the love that created the universe. I don't think you created the universe. I don't think anyone on the planet would say, I created the universe. But your sinlessness is guaranteed. So everything you think you made up about reality and about your own self is an illusion. So that's really what's being undone, is the illusion, the part that you put in the way of your wholeness. Okay. So over and over, this must be repeated until it's accepted. Your sinlessness is guaranteed by God. You didn't do anything to alter reality. You didn't. You just think you did. And that's why you have guilt and fear. Can you hear that? I don't know. You may not hear this. It's true though. So over and over, this has to be repeated until you accept it. My sinlessness is guaranteed by God. I did nothing wrong. Maybe I went bankrupt. Maybe I had 2 divorces, 3 divorces. Maybe I lost custody of my kids. Maybe I had terrible blah, 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 blah. Maybe I got cancer. I don't know. Maybe I had horrible depression. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Your sinlessness is guaranteed by God. Nothing can touch it. Can't touch it. Nothing can change what God created as eternal because it's already whole and complete. And you don't get to change what God created. You could think you did, and that's why you're in that machine or delusion. Okay. Light and joy and peace abide in you. Now accept that light and joy and peace abide in you and honor your sovereign self. That's what I'm hoping you'll do with this teaching, with this message, with this, whatever this is, this transmission of love. I hope you'll get that your sinlessness is guaranteed by God and light and joy and peace abide in you. It's just an acceptance of that one thought, that you are as God created you, not what you made of yourself. It's not that hard. It's not hard at all. It's just an acceptance, a recognition, a willingness to cherish this message as possible. Even if you don't believe it's true, just maybe it's possible though, right? Maybe it's possible that God created you as whole and complete and that you don't have to suffer anymore. Why wouldn't that be possible if God, you have all power? Your sinlessness is guaranteed by God. The self you made, evil and full of sin, is meaningless. Your sinlessness is guaranteed by God. Ah, this set me free when I read it. I couldn't believe it. The first year I read this course, I was like, what? Like, how did Jesus give me this course? In 1990, whatever it was, 89, I think it was, I found it. How did he do this? Like, it still astounds me that this miracle actually happened, that this beautiful woman, Helen and Bill, decided to do this and said, yes, I'll take down this message. Here you go, world. Anyway, it still blows me away that it got in to this place of darkness. blows me away. Your sinlessness is guaranteed by God, and light and joy and peace abide in you. Okay. So whatever evil you think you did, you're still as God has created you. Whatever mistakes you made, the truth about you is unchanged. It's unchanged. Creation is eternal and unalterable. You can't change eternal love. It's infinite. It keeps going. It keeps expanding. You can't change that. It's like you're yelling at the universe. This tiny little mouse is yelling at the universe saying, I want it my way. Good luck. Oh my God. Light and joy and peace abide in you because God put them there. Just let it be. The only way out, really, thank God for the Beatles, is to just let it be. Let it be. You don't have to fix it. Don't try to survive your denial. It just makes it more powerful, I guess. It just makes it more crazy to keep denying it. Your sinlessness is guaranteed by God. So I'm not going to do the whole entire lesson. I just want you to get that light and joy and peace abide in you. Your sinlessness is guaranteed by God. Just remember, one self is true, the one God made or the one you made up. The one God created as unity of your one self. Try to appreciate the holiness and the love from which it was created. Try to appreciate it. You just appreciate it. Even you just like, I appreciate that I'm sitting here where I am, actually at my sister's house in Virginia right now, giving this message. I had no idea I was going to do this today. It's 11:11. See? Boom. There it is. New beginning. I said yes. I got in the car. I put all my belongings in it. I came up here. Here I am. It's 11:11. Right? Try not to interfere with the self that God created, because he created you and your wholeness, your majesty. Right? Let it come into its own. Let you come into your own, your inheritance, your light, your love. Here you are. This is you. This wholeness, I can't describe it. It's just so incredible. And light and joy and peace abide in you because this is so. This is so. This is so. My sinlessness is guaranteed by God. Light and joy and peace abide in me, period. You can do much today to bring you closer to the part in salvation that God has assigned to you. I actually am doing the whole lesson. And you can do much today to bring the conviction to your own mind that the idea for today is true indeed. The idea for today is true. I am as God created me. Light and joy and peace abide in me. That's it. It's so simple. Can you accept it? That's the question. Can you accept that it's true? Can you accept that your wholeness, your perfection is true? And you don't have to argue with anybody about it. You don't have to convince anybody that it's true. You just have to really embrace it for yourself and abide in the peace and the love and the joy that it's bringing you. Light and joy and peace. I hope you want this because it's what I want. And I want you to know how simple it is for you to embrace it, I suppose, accept it, recognize it, and acknowledge yourself. Truly acknowledge yourself for the time you're taking to listen to this video today and everything you've been through to get to this point, all of your lifetimes or whatever you've experienced, all of your ancestral lineage, all your soul contracts, all of that is being wrapped up in this one full-on experience of Kundalini awakening. And you don't have to work at it. It's not hard. It's not that hard. It ain't that hard. It really isn't. It's a choice, a constant choice to be free. Light and joy and peace abide in you. I hope this supported you. Reach out if you want more experience or more help or whatever you want. I'm going to do some live events soon. I'm so excited. I'm moving back to the Northeast. Very happy to be home. Nothing wrong. I loved my experience in Florida. It's time for me to just be home and in the light with my brothers here and my family, my kids. Get to see my kids now. So Don't forget how powerful you are. Your mind is all power. It has all power because God created you with that power. The power to heal, the power to change your mind, the power to transform lives, the power to make a difference on this planet, because God knows you're needed. You're totally needed. And whatever purpose you may think you have, it's probably bigger. So stop arguing for your limitations and your doubts. Just stop it. Really. You might have that purpose that you're not sure of yet. I can help you. I can help you see beyond where you're doubting. That's what I do mostly. I help people relieve themselves from the fear and the debris that gets in the way of you fulfilling your purpose. And I help you find clarity and love. And that desire to serve and the desire to give is really all that I'm here to embrace and, share. And I believe it's time for light workers and healers and coaches and those who are really on this path to join together in this and stop being in competition with each other and start really owning that the whole world needs us. The whole world is looking for support and healing, and it's time. I mean, we're seeing it in politics. We're seeing it everywhere, that it's time. It's time to shed the light, share the light into the world, and put an end to war, and put an end to suffering, and put an end to the internal battle so the external battle can cease. But the internal battle is first, right? Because what you see is projected out from your mind, and you're seeing the outpicturing of your own thought system. That's why it has to be an internal spiritual revolution rather than an external one. It's an internal spiritual revolution. However you get there is however you get there. I don't care how you get there, as long as you get there, right? Find your wholeness and dig in deep. Bonnie said. Thank you so much, and I will see you soon. Blessings, blessings, blessings. See you later. Reach out.